All right. Like a year ago, LLMs were famously bad at math. And so something like this, think you know the difference between a million and a billion. 1 million seconds was last week. 1 billion seconds ago was 1988. It would have just done horribly, horribly wrong at it. Nowadays, some of the newer models, which are paid, the better, more expensive newer models, this is Opus 4.1, which I pay $20 a month to have access to. And if I type in the time right now is 10:19 at 10:20 a.m. PDT, verify this. 1 million seconds ago was last week. 1 billion seconds ago was 1988. It should tell me that this is that it's actually in February 1994, and it will do that hopefully. All right, so it says in 1994, early 1994. And if I say something like, use tools and tell me the exact day, right? We'll see how this goes. It should say like February 9th or February 10th or something. Let's see. Waiting. Tuesday, October 7th is to... Oh, yeah. Thursday, February 10th at 1994 at 7:30 a.m. PST. Now, if we go here to Wolfram Alpha and we get it, what did we say it was? Thursday, February 10, Wolfram Alpha, Thursday, February 10. It does that. In EST, it's got a slightly different thing. Oh, it's just the time difference between EST and so forth. So you can see here that, again, especially if you're in one of these models and you say use tools to calculate, it does perfectly fine. However, here is the warning. When you're using something like AI mode, which is kind of using a much quicker approach to these things. It's not necessarily using tools. If you put this in here, you'll get probably a hedge. So if I say this and throw this in here, it's probably going to tell me early 1994. Statement is incorrect. This is so bad. This is AI overview. The statement is incorrect. 1 million seconds ago was 11 days ago, not last week. Well, it was in last week. And 1 billion seconds ago was about 31.7 years ago, not 1988. Well, so that is true. 31.7 years ago. So that piece is true. But okay, what year was that? Like, give us some help here. I mean, it's not a wrong answer. It's just kind of, it's not getting the point, right? Let's see. Look at this hedging. 1 billion seconds ago, counting back from late 2025. Like, I don't know what year it is. That would place the event in the early to mid 1990s, not 1988. Hedge, which I guess is better, right? I guess is better than confidently saying wrong things. But you'll notice it's not pulling out its tools. It's not doing that stuff. Generally here, it's not doing the reasoning and so forth. I am kind of curious if I say, can you give me an exact date that was 1 billion seconds ago? I'm just YOLOing this because I have never tried this before in AI mode. So let's see how this works. Oh, here's something it does. AI mode, when it is not confident it can give you a good answer to the thing that you're asking, will just give you links. And it's an interesting approach. So like it gives me a link to there's apparently a site 1 billion seconds ago, which I guess is just going to tell me what was 1 billion seconds ago. 1 billion seconds ago, February 10th, 7:35. I guess we could have just gone there instead of Wolfram Alpha. And so that's something to know about AI mode. If I'm sorry, I'm going to anthropomorphize for a second. It's just easier. I mean, God forbid I have to talk about the mechanics of every single thing that comes out of here. If it feels right, if it feels like there is not sufficient information quality that it can provide, it will often revert to giving you links, and very often that's because it's not, it's just you're looking for a precision that maybe it doesn't have, or you're talking about a subject and it can't find any sources that it finds particularly reliable, and so it'll just sort of shell out to links. And sometimes, as in this case, that can be useful. I got to try one more thing, just since we're just making stuff up now. Use your tools. I don't think it has JavaScript. I don't think it'll respond to this because I don't think AI mode actually has tools in this way. But we'll find out together. I'll find out something new. Yeah. So again, it's like I can't really do that. So I'm gonna, instead of using tools, I'm gonna show you how to use tools. Right. So if you want to use Python. Here's how you can go and use Python, but I don't know how to do that, right? So again, when you see this sort of behavior in AI mode, it's because whatever it's using to figure out how certain it can be of something it might feed back to you, or how precise it can be. Something's triggering it to say, hey, I don't think that we can put out an answer of quality in this circumstance, so I'm just going to default to giving a series of links here. And so that's what's going on when you see that. Anyway, what did we learn here? We learned that AI mode isn't for doing math, right? It's going to be very hedgy here. It's going to be very hedgy here about the math. And then if you push it to use tools or something like that, it's not gonna do that. It does better than AI summary, but still, it's not for math. If you want to be doing math, use a tool like go and use the excellent Wolfram Alpha. I just really recommend that. Or if you've got one of these more expensive LLMs, just push it to use tools and do that. But again, not your tool for math. Like don't use it as a tool for math. Check anything mathematical that comes out of it, because it's just not what you're using. You're using a hacksaw to drill a hole to hang a picture. If you use this for math. So all right, that's today's 8-minute lesson that again went in unexpected directions. So talk to you soon.